Welcome back to the show. We got a great one lined up for you. The markets are moving, and it's getting exciting. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. Man, do I love the smell of crypto in the morning, especially when it's looking like this. This is why we go through all those crypto winners. This is why you read all those PDFs. This is why you go through the reports, watch all these different YouTubers. This is why you do all of that. $3.41 trillion market cap. We're up 0.3%. 98,100 plus for Bitcoin. It hit 99,800, I believe it was, earlier today, 99,400 plus. So keep an eye on it. I think 100K is knocking on the door right there. 3,300 plus for Ethereum, 131 billion plus market cap for USD Tether. We'll watch it. Number 6 spot is XRP, $1.45. We're up 29% on the 24-hour. We're up 61.1% on the 7-day. We have an $82.3 billion market cap for XRP at the moment. USDC coming in at 38 billion plus. We'll keep an eye on it. Look at the range of price here, 109 to 149. Gracious sakes alive, 30.4% on Fiat Link. Let's get started here. Stellar, XLM is getting a good look on the pattern here, as you can see. Charting Guy says target $3 to $5 just for Stellar. We're not even talking about XRP, but we will before we get out of here. Oh my gracious. Look, you guys know I love Stellar and XLM. This is great news. I would love this. And normally, XLM, historically speaking, would follow right around a third of the price, usually speaking, as of XRP. So I wonder if it's 3 to 5, does that mean we're 9 to 15? I don't know for XRP. We'll see. But we're going to look at the charts before we get out of here. Let's start with this. Good morning, XRP family from Bank XRP. This is the right thing right here. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Kimes. Good morning, Mr. Bank XRP. Hey, listen, we're going to be announcing XRP Las Vegas 25 very soon. And I'm going to be on Good Morning Crypto with Abs and Johnny at 11 a.m. Eastern Time this morning. And I want to tell you, with the market news, the sentiment going where it is, I realized something today. No matter what, there's been a lot of infighting over this last 4 years, a lot of attacks from other influencers, even in recent. But I'll tell you this. This is where my heart is in this market. I want everyone, all influencers, whether you've attacked me or DAI or not, put it all down, let it fall on the floor. Look at what's taking place in this market. This is your time to join the rest of us. Come meet your audience. There's probably going to be close to 2,000 people at XRP Las Vegas 25, knowing where we're going now. And it's all there. It is time to leave that nonsense on the floor. I'm inviting everyone. You know it. Whether it's Steven Chip, whether it's Jeff, whether it's Crypto Airy, whether it's Bearable Bull, but Bearable Bull, respectfully, we don't do masks for anyone who wears a mask. But just letting you know, but you're still more than welcome. We welcome all of you because this is your opportunity to come experience the event. And why not come meet your audience? I know that there's tons of people there that love you just like they love me or any other YouTuber that's there. You should be there too. This market is turned around. We don't need to be an XRP army anymore. Let's be the XRP family. Get yourself a ticket when it goes live next week and get yourself to that conference and meet all those people that love you so much. Let's get started right here. Don't miss the spicy Q&A after the screening of Rigged from the Start, SEC's War on Crypto. It was phenomenal. Let me just say to you, this movie is going off of the shelf like crazy fast. You need to go pre-order this and buy this film and see it for yourself. You won't believe it. Now, I've got to keep moving today, but go to fruitionproductionswebsite.com website. Purchase this film right away. You won't believe it. There are receipts in here that you just haven't seen yet, and they are quite damning, and it proves everything that we fought for, and there's no reason to stop now. Now, shout out to Chris and Maya. They've done such a wonderful job. And here's the breaking news once again. SEC Chair Gensler has stepped down or is going to step down on January 20th, the day of President Trump's inauguration. I think we know why that is. I say good riddance. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Let's listen to Christine right here from CoinDesk break it all down.
Day Donald Trump becomes president effective at noon on January 20th, 2025, according to an SEC news release. Gensler is not just stepping down as head of the main U.S. securities regulator, he will also not stick around as a commissioner, meaning he won't be around to defend his regulatory policies, which have included an aggressive stance toward crypto. Gensler, who took office in April of 2021, oversaw a number of enforcement actions and policies directly affecting the crypto industry. Though industry participants hoped the former MIT blockchain professor would have offered a light touch approach to crypto, Gensler instead expanded the agency's enforcement actions from targeting just crypto issuers, as it did under former SEC Chair Jay Clayton during the first Trump administration, to additionally filing suit against crypto trading platforms. The SEC sued Binance, Binance US, Coinbase, Kraken, Shapeshift, and others during Gensler's tenure, alleging the exchanges were unregistered securities brokers and clearinghouses. Gensler also oversaw the first approval of spot Bitcoin and Ether exchange-traded products after a decade of crypto companies trying to introduce these products to U.S. markets. He initially opposed them, but a court ruling against the agency pushed him to vote alongside the 5-member commission's 2 Republicans to ultimately approve the ETFs. According to an SEC statement, quote, Gensler implemented reforms to enhance efficiency, resiliency, and integrity in U.S. capital markets. Agency held wrongdoers accountable and returned billions to harmed investors. With respect to crypto, the statement says 18% of the SEC's tips and complaints were crypto-related, despite making up less than 1% of U.S. capital markets, and that court after court agreed with the Commission's actions to protect investors and rejected all arguments that the SEC cannot enforce the law when securities are being offered, whatever their form. Last week, 18 states sued the SEC for allegedly overstepping its bounds and bringing enforcement actions against crypto exchanges. Crypto Twitter rejoiced at Gary's resignation. Wob.eth posting, "Thank you for your service, Gary." Jack the Rippler saying, "Congratulations, Gary Gensler. The step down is your biggest achievement as the SEC chair." And Legacy Ape with, "I speak for the entire community. No one will miss you." Trump has not yet named his nominee to succeed Gensler as SEC chair. A number of individuals have been floated, including former SEC and now private practice attorney Teresa Goody-Guillen, former acting comptroller of the currency Brian Brooks, who also briefly ran Binance US, and a number of others. A decision is expected to be made before Thanksgiving. In Gensler's absence, the commission will have 2 members from each party, not yet allowing a 3-member Republican bloc until Trump's future appointment is confirmed by the Senate. Until the GOP has a majority at the commission, major policy shifts or enforcement decisions may just have to wait.
There you have that. That's the latest. We'll see. So hopefully by Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving, we'll know who it is, and they'll be the right choice. Now let's listen here as Charles Hoskins says he's talked to Senator Scott, numerous senators in the banking sector, and he's been told by the executive branch Trump wants America to be the #1 to found and run a crypto business. Listen to this.
Anytime there's a presidential transition, it's a very complex affair. And actually, the Treasury Secretary has yet to be selected, and they're kind of winnowing down. So that sets all crypto policy. So right now, most of the discussions are with the legislative branch. I'm having dinner tomorrow with Senator Scott. I've talked to numerous senators who are in the banking sector, basically figuring out how the regulation is going to work. And we've had some discussions with people, transition team, about what they want to do with a crypto committee, and if it's going to be a czar or if it's a commission, and what exact powers and how exactly does that work. And it's not exactly clear in how it's set up on the executive side, but on the legislative side, it's very clear what they want is to pass a law. So there were several attempts already in 2023. FIT 21 was the most successful, which passed the House, but it did not enter the Senate. And in the Senate, there was a bill in 2022 called FIA that was by Senator Lummis and Senator Gillibrand. So right now there's some reconciliation of what does the executive branch want, what does the legislative branch want. What we've been told by the executive branch is Trump has a mandate that he wants America to be the #1 place to found and run a cryptocurrency business. There were also several campaign promises they're trying to connect to. For example, the strategic reserve for Bitcoin concept that also Senator Lummis is a big fan of. And there's a lot of things around asset classification that have to get resolved. The security commodity debate and what power should be reserved for the CFTC and the SEC. So it's still very early days, and we'll know a lot more in 60 to 90 days about how much level of broad industry participation is going to occur at the executive branch side. But we're already in talks with many people on the legislative side, and they're going to move forward as a co-equal branch of government with or without the executive branch to pass a law.
Well, they're going to move forward with or without to pass a law. So you see, it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my gracious. Can we just hear that last part again right there? Listen.
To 90 days about how much level of broad industry participation is going to occur at the executive branch side. But we're already in talks with many people on the legislative side, and they're going to move forward as a co-equal branch of government with or without the executive branch to pass a law. Anytime there's a presidential...
There you have it. So it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. And some days, Ryan Selkis just can't help but live up to his X handle, 2-bit idiot. He calls this disingenuine. Listen to this.
Yeah, so what's affecting the price of XRP has been the SEC. People forget, frankly, before the SEC got involved in the crypto markets, XRP was the second most valuable digital asset, ahead of ETH. And then the SEC got involved and said, hey, we think ETH is probably okay, and ETH went up. And then they sued Ripple, and XRP went down. You know, this is not how our government is supposed to work. We're supposed to have a level playing field and have equal opportunity. We shouldn't have our government picking winners and losers in this regard. We think in the long run we'll prevail, and that'll sort itself out. But for now, it's frustrating for the community, and I like the way you characterized it, for the XRP family.
No doubt about it. And he calls this so disingenuous. If crypto is going to succeed without being a millstone around the GOP's neck, someone's going to have to call out the BS for the 47 team. XRP was a token that enriched insiders and has no functional purpose. A meme coin, he calls it. Good gracious. I had an exchange with him, and it was quite funny. He told me to go make him a sandwich. I would like to invite Ryan Selkis on my show to discuss the ETH ICO. How about that, Ryan? It's an open invitation, and I bet you don't come. And I won't be making that sandwich. Charles Schwab, a Texas-based asset manager firm with $7 trillion assets under management, has revealed its intentions to join the crypto bandwagon through spot crypto trading. Yes. Listen to this from 123.
What does it mean for crypto? And I'm curious if you guys see yourself getting into the crypto business. Here we are approaching $100,000. We have a president who initially maybe, or president-elect who maybe wasn't so into crypto, is now very interested in it.
Now he's got his own crypto company.
What about for Schwab? What's the play here? Do you see yourself getting into it?
Well, we're in the crypto business
even more
today.
Aggressively, yeah.
We have lots of different ways for clients to participate. They can buy ETFs today. They can buy Bitcoin futures. They can buy closed-end funds. I think we will get into spot crypto when the regulatory environment changes, and we do anticipate that it will change, and we're getting ready for that eventuality.
Is there some, I don't know, is it growing up in your view?
Listen.
I don't know. It's an interesting asset class, and people have really gravitated towards it. And, we never like to judge what people want to invest in. People on our platform, we think, are very thoughtful investors, very sharp. They make decisions about what they want to invest in, and crypto has certainly caught many's attention, and they've made a lot of money doing it. I have not bought crypto, and now I feel silly. So they've been the ones making all this money on.
How many times have we said that when you see these financial investment firms, Charles Schwab's and the rest of them, now all of a sudden I feel silly. I wish I'd have bought some, right? And they've been upset because for more than a decade, they've been watching their clients walk across the street to a crypto exchange and buy something that can give them the kind of gains that they could never get from Charles Schwab. And now they're getting ready to get into the game. Oh boy, this is the moment we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. And great progress in getting tokenized assets as collateral in the CFTC regulated venues, like, for instance, CME. Yeah, the CFTC Advisory Committee recommends use of tokenized assets as collateral. The committee's Thursday approval of tokenized non-cash collateral like BlackRock's BUIDL token paves the way for broader use in derivatives market. Shout out to Carlos Domingo. You know, Carlos, we should have you back. We should have you on this channel. I had a chance to interview Carlos at the DC blockchain conference with the Digital Chamber, and it was a remarkable conversation, and I really enjoyed meeting Carlos, and they are doing incredible things at Securitize. I tell you that. But take a look at this. To build on that whole idea of the CFTC recognizing tokenization and the CFTC monitoring and regulating that part of it, Subjective View says, I'm going to speculate that XRP will be classified as a utility token and will be regulated under the CFTC. Listen to this clip from Caroline Pham, Commissioner Pham, who's standing in the picture with Brad Garlinghouse.
There's no doubt that innovators and creators are eager to incorporate the benefits of tokenization for financial and non-financial assets. What is in doubt is whether they'll receive consistent, predictable treatment from regulators, absent clear foundational understanding of what is the possibility of this emerging technology and how can it be used for real economic growth and expansion in the real economy and in the digital economy. Without such guidance, innovators seeking to develop the use cases for utility tokens are left to feel around in the dark and hope that they don't inadvertently stumble into an enforcement action.
There you have it.
Are left to feel around in the dark and hope that they don't inadvertently stumble into an enforcement action.
Innovators developing utility tokens. Innovators seeking to develop the use cases for utility tokens. Yeah. Like XRP? Uh-huh. And let's talk about this. We're over $3 trillion in the market right now. Ripple CEO predicted crypto market will double in size to $5 trillion by the end of 2024. Well, I got to tell you, we're on pace at this rate. It could be even more than $5 trillion. And then take a look at this. Wisdom Tree Investments launched the Wisdom Tree physical exchange traded product with the ticker symbol XRPW. The product... Let me stop that real quick. The product was launched on European exchanges such as Deutsche Börse, Extra, and SIX Swiss Exchange, and Euronext Paris and Amsterdam. Liquidity, demand, right? It's all there. I mean, this is amazing. And we don't even have legislation yet. And then this seems like it might be a big deal, says Mr. Big Time. U.S. Treasury selects, you guessed it, BNY as agent for Direct Express program. Now, this is important because they're picking them, and the Bank of BNY Mellon will serve as the financial agent for Direct Express program, which provides 3.4 million Americans with a prepaid debit card to receive monthly federal benefits. Remember, that is exciting because we remember this. BNY Mellon was also one of the largest traditional banks and will be allowed to custody Bitcoin and other crypto assets under the SAB 121 rule that keeps every other bank from being able to do it. BNY Mellon was the only one given permission to do it, the world's largest custodian. And remember the connection between BNY Mellon and Ripple?
For XRP or for Ripple, tokenized assets are going to be the vehicle that this is going to, I think, transact around.
Tokenized assets are going to be the vehicle that this thing works around. I mean, shout out to Paul Barron here. He's amazing. And listen, I just showed you Carlos Domingo talking about the CFTC and tokenization, real world assets. Keep listening.
And if you follow where the money is going, you probably would agree. Here's a clip to talk about that.
BNY Mellon is the world's largest custodial bank. They're the bank that your banks bank with. And they did a study of institutional asset managers to get their opinions on what they think about this space. And that report found that 97% of asset managers believe that tokenization will revolutionize the asset management industry. The ones with more than $1 trillion, basically the largest asset managers, 100% of them are interested in this space. So I don't know about you, but I've always been told, follow the money. And this is where the money is going.
And if you do follow the money and you also follow the major moves of key executives, because that usually is another indicator, here's one right here. BNY Mellon's head of digital asset product departs for, guess what, Ripple. So do you guys see this? I mean, hopefully you're watching this right now and you're thinking, this is the potential, bellwether component of the market that is going to start to really perk its head up there in terms of real world assets and tokenized securities all starting to become
a part of this whole blockchain. You better believe it. Shout out to Paul Barron. And I think he's got it spot on. And look at this chart where we are as a macro right here. That's 2017, to 21 when that popped up to 192. And what's in front of us now? Anyone knows. There's call between $8 and $30 now. And some are even calling for $30 by January of 2025. It's not financial advice, but some people are seeing this on there. So let's hear this really quickly here.
This is why this can actually offer a little bit of resistance at this level, where we can start in a range looking to bust through it, okay? Because that's significant resistance. Now, if we bust through it, this is a beautiful pattern. It's called an ascending triangle. So you come up like this, starting in a range, making a series of compression patterns and a high-low structure, boom, 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 boom. So you're getting compressed from left to right in a beautiful ascending triangle where you've had 1, 2, and then you look to break on a third point resistance. We've traded this many times on the channel, not just on macro time frames, daily and weekly, but we trade it on micro all the time. It's called an ascending triangle. So you come up in a range, you go sideways compression, making a series of high highs, high lows, high lows, not necessarily high highs, but you're compressing into the same level of resistance. So this is why if we start to see XRP taking out resistance, you've broke out of an ascending triangle on the third point of contact. The technical target is from the middle of the triangle all the way down to support. So if we start to break out, you could say, okay, we're looking at XRP getting all the way up there to that $20 target, which would be absolutely amazing. Will it do overnight? I don't know. But we could be on the cusp of something like that where we were in a previous cycle. So if we start...
Now, just to touch on that, in the 2017 cycle, it really started around April where it went from I think about 0.006 of a penny and then ran into January of 2018. And we saw it go all the way to 384. Now, the real heart of it was like a 26-day run from December into January, and it was remarkable to witness. Not saying that it would repeat here, but it is certainly something to watch out for. These technical analysts are seeing these setups that look very similar in regard, but look at where price is today. So if we get that kind of a launch, that extreme violent jump and parabolic jump up, or even some sideways movement and it steps up over the course of a few months, who's upset about it? Not this guy, because ultimately what I want to see is real utility make its way into the financial system. That's what I've always found back in 2017 before I even started doing YouTube. And that's exactly what I'm here today looking at that is about to be brought into the financial system. It'll take legislation, but we're seeing good things already just knowing that it's on its way. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'll catch all of you on the next one.